Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today I'll put the heart rate sensors of both these smartwatches to a test against each other as well as against the pulse oximeter and compare their exercise tracking as well. So let's get started. If you're someone new to our channel, please consider subscribing to our channel as we do regular awesome videos like this one, smartwatches and smartphone reviews, tech tutorials and much more. Also check out our playlist tab to find categorized videos for various content we post on this channel, where you'll find an entire dedicated playlist for both of these smartwatches, so be sure to check it out. Just so you guys know, this is not a medical grade comparison. It is what I personally found in my own exercise monitoring. Please do not use any heart rate monitors of any such smartwatches to make decisions regarding your medical condition or health. And if you feel concerned about your health, do not self-diagnose and seek proper medical advice. And remember, these are fitness smartwatches. So that being said, let's get started. So the objective of today's video will be to compare the heart rate monitoring of both these devices against each other as well as against the pulse oximeter. And then I'll test them both in an ideal running workout and see what's the outcome. So let me start with explaining you briefly about the heart rate sensors. The optical heart rate sensor found in most of the fitness trackers use photoplethysmograph, which basically projects a green light on the skin from the photodiode and measures the changes in light absorption. And that's why you see that green LED flickering light at the back of the watch. Now this pulse oximeter sort of works on the same principle, but it is your finger versus your wrist, where your finger has easy access to small digital arteries versus your wrist. Chest strap, which is a gold standard in measuring the heart rate, uses an electrode and are also worn close to the heart and are less prone to sliding around while exercising, which leads to more accurate heart rate reading. So with all that being said, Fitbit Versa 2 has 3 sensors versus the Active 2 that has 8 sensors. That's more than double the sensors on Versa 2, so right off the back, Active 2 should perform better at heart rate tracking. Let's go ahead and find out. Now, to access the heart rate monitor on the Fitbit Versa 2, all you have to do is scroll up from the bottom of the home screen to find the heart rate in the Fitbit Today section. Now you want to make sure one thing. Let's go in the settings and I'll show it to you. So in the settings, you have to make sure that the heart rate data is enabled for the heart rate monitor to work. If this is turned off, the heart rate monitor may not work. In the Active 2, you can click on the heart rate reading of the watch face, or you can access the heart rate monitor in the widget sections. Once you have found it, you can scroll all the way down to find setting, where you have 3 options. Number 1, continuous monitoring. Number 2, monitoring every 10 minutes when still. This option will save you battery life as the sensor will not be working all the time. And the last one is manual measure. So for this video purpose, I'll be selecting continuous monitoring. Now let's get these watches on my wrist with the oximeter on my index finger and get the heart rate reading from all these devices. So as you can see, there isn't a significant difference between the heart rate data among all these 3 devices. There may be a few beats up and down. So now let's take these smartwatches to an actual 20-minute running workout on a treadmill. So on the Fitbit Versa 2, you get a lot of exercise options as shown over here. You can select 7 of these on the screen, and to access more, you can click on this button to access other exercise options, which is really nice. However, on Active 2, you only have 4 options like running, cycling, other workout, and treadmill. So both these devices have treadmill, and that's what I'll be testing them out on. Now I'll show you series of pictures I took before, during and after workout to show you what was the difference between the heart rate monitoring. These pictures and results literally shocked me as none of these matches each other. So at around 6-minute mark of my run, the Active 2 was showing me the heart rate of 168 beats per minute and the Versa 2 only showed 106 beats per minute. That's really a huge difference. Moving further down at the 12-minute mark of my run, the Active 2 was showing me a heart rate of 188 beats per minute versus the Versa 2 was only showing me 120 beats per minute, which at this point in the run I felt almost at the peak of my heart rate. One other thing I also noticed is that with the Versa 2, the numbers were getting down relatively quickly, so the numbers would drop suddenly as you can see in these pictures. Other surprising fact is the calorie burnt. You can see on this picture that the Active 2 shows 160 calorie burnt in 13 minutes versus the Versa 2 shows only 86 calories burnt. Even my treadmill showed 125 calories burnt. So definitely Versa 2 was undershooting my calories burnt. And it felt the same way for heart rate as well. Because at 12 minutes in running, I definitely felt like I was above 120 beats per minute, as I was barely able to keep up since I was running at an average speed of 6 kilometers per hour. At the 15-minute mark, you can see the Versa 2 spiked up the heart rate to 141 beats per minute versus the Active 2 was still staying around 170 beats per minute. At the end, around 20 minutes in running, the end result of the cooldown was as shown, where Versa 2 showed heart rate of 109 beats per minute and 133 calories burnt. On the other hand, Active 2 showed 161 heart rate or heartbeats and 263 calorie burnt. I still can't wrap my head around this significant difference. Even my treadmill showed calorie burnt of 193 calories in 20 minutes. Now at the end of the workout, this is what the watch showed. So the Active 2 showed 315 calories burnt at 26-minute mark, and Versa 2 showed only 171 calories burnt, which is just unbelievable. Now I did make sure that the watch were placed slightly above my wrist joint, snugly attached and not loose on my wrist. I had entered the same data on both the mobile apps like my age, sex, height and weight. But no matter what, there shouldn't be such a huge difference. This is what the workout reports from the S Health and the Fitbit Health app showed and look like. So to me it feels like that Active 2 was obviously overshooting in terms of heart rate and calorie expenditure, and Versa 2 was obviously undershooting the same. Initially when I started using Fitbit Versa, I haven't seen my heart rate going up to crazy numbers like above 200 beats per minute. But with the use of Samsung Active smartwatches, I have seen numbers like 219 beats per minute as shown over here. I have done a video comparison of Active 2 versus Active 1 heart rate monitoring, which is linked up here in case if you guys want to check it out. So my final takeaway from this test will be, even I'm really confused what to say. Definitely Active 2 was way overshooting on heart rate and calorie burnt, as well as Versa 2 was undershooting on the same results. So my advice will be, don't strictly rely on the numbers of either of the watches you own. Read the sign that your body gives you. Like for instance, at 15-minute mark, I really felt like I have reached my maximum heart rate. For your information, maximum heart rate according to Caronen's formula is 220 minus your age. So for me, which will be 187 beats per minute. And Active 2 showed 177 beats per minute versus the Versa 2 just showed 144 beats per minute. So at that time, if I were to follow Versa 2, I could still get more, but clearly at that mark, I was not in a situation to push further. So let me know if you have seen any inconsistencies with heart rate monitoring in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys. What I would definitely say is don't strictly rely on the numbers of these smartwatches. Also see your bodily physical signs. So hope this video provided you some insight on heart rate monitoring for both these devices. So I really hope you found this video helpful. If you did, then please give this video a thumbs up, and maybe give it a thumbs up anyways as an appreciation to our effort for making this video. It really means a lot. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and take care. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.